Welcome to Living the Lynches. I'm Jermaine and today I'm going to be making some fried chicken. So, a few weeks ago I did this and I took a picture of it because it looked really good, I'm not going to lie. Put it on Instagram and I said, would you be interested in learning how to make it? And basically 98% of the people said yes. Therefore, we are going to do this together. I've never made a cooking video before. I don't really watch them. I don't really know what's the right thing to do. But I hope we're going to have some fun. So, I have firstly prepared my chicken. I've gone for chicken thighs simply because I don't like breast. Pause. That's a bit naughty. It's a family vlog. Thighs are softer than breast. They're not as dry, and I've actually gone for fillet, so there's no bones. Now, it's up to you how you want to do it, whether you want legs, breast, thighs. I've washed the meat already, despite what you've ever heard. Always wash your meat, so important. So I washed it with vinegar, some people do it with lemon juice or whatever, but I've washed it, but now we're gonna season it together. So, in terms of ingredients, today, we've got mixed spice, Chinese 5-spice, black pepper, garlic granules, ground paprika, all-purpose seasoning, and mixed herbs. And that's what I'm gonna use. So, simply gonna put the meat in my bowl. I wish I could tell you how much of each thing I'm gonna put in, but I can't. That's not the way I cook, unfortunately. For me, cooking is more about feeling it. It's about preference and it's about flavor. So I'm gonna add these ingredients one at a time into the bowl. This is my mixed spice. I like to cook with mixed spice simply because it's got a bit of a sweet vibe to it. I like sweet stuff, but I just like the taste and the flavor. Got some Chinese 5-spice, a bit of that in. For now, just put it in and we're gonna mix it up in a second. Black pepper, just a bit of that, not too much. Garlic granules, not too much because we're gonna come back to this a bit later. But a bit of that in. Paprika, so get that in there, get that in the mix. Mixed herbs, just a little bit, so lovely. And then, last but not least, all-purpose seasoning. The lid on, and then we're going to season it all up. So you have to get your hands dirty. Obviously, rub the seasoning into the meat so it's all in. Now, if you don't like getting your hands dirty, you can wear gloves, but this is a hands-on job. You hear that? Now, in an ideal scenario, you would leave this in the fridge to marinate for 2 hours up to 24 hours, some people 48. For the purpose of this video, we're gonna get straight to it, but I definitely would advise that just to allow the seasonings to set in and really come through. I sound like a professional, you know? I'm gonna put that to the side, and now we're gonna start on the flour. Now this part is arguably just as important as the first part, because what a lot of people don't know is that you have to season your flour. So, I've got a fridge bag here, got some flour. I'm gonna pour quite a bit into the bag. You can see. So what I'm gonna add is a little bit of garlic. Good amount. And I'm gonna add a bit of all-purpose, just a bit. And then mixed spice. Like I said, I love mixed spice. Get some of that in there. Close the bag, and then we're going to shake it up, mix it all up. We're going to use this later to dip in the chicken, but before we do that, one more bit to prepare. Get a bowl. We are going to crack an egg. I'm not good at cracking eggs. That was decent, to be fair. Lee should be proud of me. Whoops. Eggs in there. Get some milk. we're gonna mix that in. Mix that in. And what we're gonna do, before we put it in the flour, we're gonna dip each piece of chicken in the egg and milk mix to help it stick to the flour. That is key. So we've seasoned the chicken, we've seasoned the flour, we've beaten egg and milk and mixed it together. Now we're ready to get frying. Let's do it. Okay, so now it's time to fry the chicken. We're gonna use oil. If you come up close, I'm gonna pour it in a pan. You're gonna need quite a lot. This is a 1 litre bottle, enough to be able to fill the chicken. Splashing a bit. Basically all of it. Use all the oil. That's the first measurement I've been able to give you. All of a 1 litre bottle of oil. Put the stove on a high heat because we want the oil to boil.
Do you know how to test if the oil's hot enough?
How?
Put the other end of the wooden stick in there and it should bubble.
What? News just in. Nisha, you're not just a pretty face. So you put that in and if it bubbles, then it's hot.
Yeah. Okay. Hot enough.
So whilst the oil is boiling, I'm gonna prepare a piece of chicken in the flour. But before I do that, I'm gonna put it in my egg and milk mix that I prepared earlier. Let that get all wet and sticky. When I've done that, I'm gonna drop some into my flour. Seal up the bag, and then you get shaky. And you shake it to make all the flour stick. Now I can hear that my oil is all bubbling up, which suggests that it's ready to go. I'm going to get a close up in that oil. Look at that. Let's try the wooden spoon test. Look at that. That means it's ready to go. Nice little hack of that. So, time is right. We're going to get a piece of chicken. We're going to shake it off. And we're going to enter it into the oil. Be careful when you do this because it will go nuts. Let's do it. I'll get closer from that. Have a look at that. What a beauty. And whilst we're there, we're going to do a few more. And when you hear it start to sizzle, to the fun stuff. Already, you can see that the flour is stuck to the chicken. But we're going to leave it till it gets golden brown, and that will be a good indication that the chicken's cooked. We'll test in a second. In the spirit of time, here is some of the chicken waiting in the egg and milk mix. Here's some of it that's already been in the flour. So, I'm frying for about 6 to 10 minutes. I'm going to take it out, put it on some kitchen roll to let the oil drip off. Get a little close up on that. Look at that. Look at those beauties. I'm going to do the rest. I'll be back in a sec. So we've done the frying. Now it's for the reveal. Let's have a look. And voila, there we have it. Look at that beauty. Let's test the piece. On a plate. So you want to make sure it's cooked now. Obviously we're using thighs, so it's a lot easier to cook and there's no bones. But it's going to cut into it. So soft. Look at that. Golden brown surface. The meat is cooked. you can tell there's no pink bits or whatever. And let's have a try. Right, it's top tier. That is amazing. Beautiful. And there you go. Really simple, really easy fried chicken. Try it yourself, and if you do, tag us on Instagram at Living with the Lynches. We'd love to see it. Maybe even try it. Peace.